Hi everyone, hola, aloha, buongiorno, bonjour, ni namaste, ohayo, yakamashima. Здравствуйте, my name is Brunel, and you might have heard of this. If you haven't, hopefully this is going to be very useful to you. If you have extremely oily skin like myself, and I mean extreme, an oil fest on your face, the kind of face where makeup runs away from your skin and it goes, I'm going down south and everything just drip, 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 drip. The kind of face where you can fry a full English breakfast, and I mean bacon, sausages, eggs, beans, the whole shebang, then really, hopefully, this is going to be useful to you. This is going to be something that's going to make a huge difference, a massive difference to your makeup, and I'm hoping it works. What is it? What is it? It is this thing here, which is called Velvetizer, which is from Urban Decay. Retails around 20 odd pounds. I think it's 23 or 24 pounds. Can't remember it. I'll put it in the description box and let you know all about it. And I'll put the link in there as well. But let's just read the claims. That it says, let's have a look. It says, veloutez votre fond de teint grâce à cette base de mélange. But no, that's not the right language, is it? Anyway, let's just move on. English. It says, velvetize your foundation with this universal mixing medium. Mix a dime size amount into naked skin liquid makeup or naked skin one and done to create an extra velvety feel with a beautiful matte finish and added coverage. Our high-tech formula provides a smooth, soft focus effect for a perfected complexion. So, smooth, soft focus, matte, beautifully matte, not just matte, beautifully matte, and also increases the coverage of your foundation. Well, I saw this and I thought, well, hell yeah, oily like me needs something, anything that helps. And so I decided to try this one out. So all you're supposed to be able to do, this is the packaging, and it's all in velvet. Except someone forgot the little section there. I'm a bit fussy. But hey, it's in velvet and it's got the packaging there. So you can see it says Velvetizer, which looks very pretty. One of my favorite color. See nails. So there you have it. And you open it up. And there is a powder in here. I've already removed the little part there that covers it. And I better not talk too close. It is super, super finely milled. And it is so light powdered, proper light dusting, super, super fine. And it's going to leave a white cast on me. Well, hello. I am dark skin. Hello. So I'm not surprised. But it isn't actually super, super white like some of the other translucent powders that I have seen. So it has got a tiny little bit of color into it. Not enough to make a massive difference. But hey. So, yeah. We're going to test it out. Now, I forgot to say the time. What time it is. It is now 13 minutes past 11. I've had this on now because I'm doing the intro, after I've done everything else, clearly, because otherwise my face wouldn't be done. Anyway, I've had this on now for a good half an hour already. So I'm going to check it out. We'll check it with you throughout the day, check in with you throughout the day and see how it goes. Not had my breakfast yet, so my brain doesn't work properly. So I'm tripping over my words as usual. But hey, let's go and check it out. Let's review this and hopefully it works and it makes a difference to all of us who have got very, very extremely oily skin. And we'll test it out throughout the day. All right, so we're going to get started. And just to let you know, on my face, I've already got 2 primers. And they're both from The Ordinary. This is nothing unusual. I do this most of the time. And they're not particularly, super mattifying primers at all. But I've got the first one that I put on was the Ordinary High Adherence Silicone Primer. I use that because during the day, in the mornings or anything like that, I don't use a moisturizer, but I still need to moisturize my skin and hydrate my skin. So this is really, really hydrates your skin. So I use this as the first one, and then I also use the Ordinary High Spreadability one, which kind of like is also silicone based and kind of but smooths everything out, makes your pores look smaller initially, and also brightens your skin tone, which I do love. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Anyway, I've used those 2 on my face, and as you can see with the orange mess that's on my face, this is the Elegant Orange Corrector, which you've seen loads of times before. Now, with this particular velvetizer, you can set your face with it. I'm not going to use it to set my face simply because I need a bit more color on my face. I tend to use powders which have got more color to them, so you know what I mean. So a translucent powder to just set my face after applying foundation doesn't work for me. But what I'm going to do is another oily skin hack that I use very often, which is after I apply a color corrector, I will normally dust a little bit of powder on my face before I apply the foundation. It's a liquid foundation. So I'm going to do that, but I'm going to use this itself. So we'll see how that goes. Normally I don't use translucent powders, to be honest. So this is the packaging. And within that, you then also, oh God, right, if you haven't got nails, this is really not going to be, you've got a grey bit in there. I hate this. Honestly, this is just, come on. There isn't even anything, let's have a look if there's anything I can grip and pull apart. But, oh, I just realised you're not supposed to pull that grey bit out. Duh, what a scatterbrain. But what you're supposed to be able to do is just peel the cover that's inside here. Thank God for that. I'm just trying to, and again, if you've got no nails, I used to have nails, but I find that they break all the time, so I've just given up now. I just try and make them look decent. That's it, nothing else. So finally managed to peel it off. Ooh, dear me. Okay, so that's off, and when you do peel it off, all it does is, the strange part, it only takes off, it's got about 1, 2, 3, 4 slots in here, with just the UD, just on the bit of the UD. So it doesn't even take the whole thing off, just this particular area there. Yeah, okay, right. So I'm just going to try and dust a little bit or drop a little bit in there. Okay, so it is translucent, but it's not the whitest powder I've ever seen, actually. I've seen as it's got a slight touch of color to it. So I'm not sure you're going to be able to see it now. Ah, dear. Anyway, so just to let you know, so it has got a slight coloring to it, so it's not pure white as I've seen. So I'm just going to take a small dusting of that and yeah, apply it to my face. Let's try that. Just gently dab a little bit. Well, it's leaving kind of like a white shading on any kind of fine hairs I've got. Not a good sign. Okay, well, which again is also part of the reason why, you know, if you've got dark hairs, a translucent powder is meant to be nice and clear, but that's not always the case. Look, you see that? It kind of is leaving kind of like a white residual effect on the skin. And then just brush down gently so it doesn't emphasize the hairs. As you brush down super gently, you can see it actually disappearing. Okay, so do the same thing, just a light dusting. So I do that to kind of use it. As you can see, look, initially you see that, and then as you play with it gently, it eventually disappears into the skin. All right, then that's done. I'm going to use this particular foundation here. This is the Lingerie de Peau by Guerlain, and is if you've seen me use it before, it's in number 5 neutral. Now, unusual because I don't normally go for neutral, but and look at this. This just doesn't look neutral to me, but it actually matches my skin tone. It is super light. Doesn't make any claims whatsoever about being mattifying at all. The maximum it normally goes to is a medium coverage, but I like it because this literally just, I put 2 squirts in there, but I'm thinking I probably need to put 3 because when you put powder in, it should probably congeal, but you know, make it, bring it down a bit. But the foundation that makes no claims about being mattifying at all. All it claims is to be, we kind of become skin tone and emphasize your own skin and make it look really nice, which it does. So I'm using this one. It did say to use the Urban Decay, but again, Urban Decay's foundations don't work for me whatsoever. The undertone is completely off, so I can't wear them. But it did say universal. So therefore, I'm assuming that would work with others. We'll find out in a minute. It says drop a dime size into the foundation. And now we don't have dimes here in the UK. So I looked into measurements and I thought it's got to be either 5 pence or a penny. 5 pence is about 2.91 millimeters, so too small. A dime, American dime, is about 0.705 millimeters, and a penny is 0.1 centimeters. So the closest it's going to be to is a penny, so it's slightly smaller than a penny. Let's try to measure that out. Whoo, okay, so it says drop a bit in there. I don't know how you can measure up about pennies amount worth. I bet not talk. Just in case I kind of like, okay. I'm assuming that would be just about right. Should be. Okay, so let's see what it does. You can see that actually is stopping the foundation from moving actually. Look at that. It is stopping the foundation from moving. Hopefully you'll be able to see that. I'm going to take the exposure off, which will then you'll be able to see, but it's going to go a bit dark in the background. But I just want you to see what it does. See that? It's stopping it from going down. So yeah, so okay, we're just going to mix that now and apply it to the face. So I'm just mixing it now. Okay, it disappears into the foundation. It's not lumpy actually at all, but it's not thickening the foundation really super thick, but it's made a slight difference. I think I've got too little in there actually, because it was just a thin layer, so I'm just going to add a little bit more. I've got about that much. That should do it. Okay, so that's all mixed in. So once you start mixing it, it does take away a bit of the foundation. And now we're just going to apply it to the face and see. And as I said, this foundation is super light. I can already tell the difference, that it is mattifying. And let's carry on and see what it turns out like. Woo, so exciting. Woo. Oh, it makes a difference to my pores. Oh, can you see that? I'll come a bit closer. Oh my God. Oh, let's see. Exposure off. Look at that. You can just barely see my pores here. Oh, look at the difference. You see that? Wow. Okay. It's affecting the pores, the size of the pores. Carry on then. And there you have it. That's put in place. You see how well that foundation has disappeared into my skin. And I can tell you that it does feel matte, and it definitely feels velvety soft. It has made a reduction to the appearance and size of my pores. And it oh my God, it just feels like it's just matte. So we're just going to literally put it, and then I'm going to test it out and see if there's any transfer. Just a tiny, barely, you can't really see it. And if you press hard, I mean, there'll be something, but it is still so softly focused. Okay, all right, we'll see how this goes for the rest of the day. I'm just going to go and finish off the rest of my face, and I'll come back to you in a moment. And voila, there's my face all done. And just to let you know, actually, after I applied the concealer under my eyes, I then took a light dusting of the powder again all over my face. What I can say about this powder is if you've got darker skin, initially when you put the powder in, you may look at it and go, ah, because you can suddenly see all your hairs all over your face. But what you need to do is be super, super gentle with a brush, brushing downward, and it actually disappears into your skin and you don't see the hairs anymore, so it doesn't emphasize them. But yeah, so this is my face, and that's what I did with that. And then I applied my no, not Becca, I was going to say Sacha Buttercup, just lightly around those areas to highlight as well, and set out under the highlighted areas. And then I finished off with my powder from Cold Cola from Fashion Fair, which I always have because obviously it's a more of my skin tone. And that's all I've done with a little bit of lipstick. And yeah, so I'll check back with you during the day to see how it goes, and I'm gonna have this for probably a good 8 hours or so, and then we'll see how it goes, whether it's good or whether it's Hello, the time now is 17 minutes past 2, so I've had this on since about 10:30 this morning. That's a few hours, work it out for yourself. A little math test. Anyway, just to show you my face, it's not bad at all. You can see the shine which is on my nose, which is always the first thing, but actually under the eyes it's still nice and clear. I'm bringing myself closer. I've not touched it up at all. Now you can see the texture there. I'm doing something about that skin there. Anyway, yeah, actually I'm quite impressed so far. I am knackered, I'm starving. Woo, look what I'm having. This is breakfast. So since I actually started filming this morning, now I had a chance to have something to eat, and there you go. What's inside, so I can share it. I drink my vegetables. It's got kale, it's got spinach, it's got lime juice, what else has it got? Cucumber, and then with fresh apple juice all blitzed together, and voila, lovely. So there you go, breakfast and lunch. Anyway, so I'll catch up with you later. Let's see what it's like, probably around until about 7 o'clock. I'm gonna wait until about 7 o'clock and then see what my face looks like. But it's actually, I'm very, very, very impressed so far. I'm telling you, it's been hot in the car. It's been 28 degrees at some point. At the moment it's 26 degrees in the car, and I've been out and about, out in the sunshine and everything, so you can see that's not bad at all. Maybe next time I'll add a bit more powder. We'll see. And here I am. The time now is 6:46, so I've had this on for at least 7 hours, and this is what my face looks like. I'll bring it a bit closer. As you can see, it's still very dry underneath here, and actually not bad here. Foundation wise, it hasn't actually come off. The one area that I can see there's a slight difference is around here. But then again, I've been eating and smiling and everything, so there are creases. And clearly you can see there is a shine on my nose, which is all as bright as a beacon. Anyway, and also around the cheek area. But foundation-wise itself, there's a slight discoloration there, but most of it is still in place, as you can see. Now, I don't normally do foundations on my neck. I just don't. I don't do that at all. So this is it. I kind of can go underneath my chin, just roughly about there. So you don't see a discoloration just there. And yeah, this is still intact, it's still in place. And on top of that, I have not blotted at all. Not blotted anything, not put any blotting powder, not used any blotting sheets, not done anything to my face. And this is what my face looks like. And just to explain that, because I've got a ring light on, everything gets emphasized, like hallelujah, hallelujah. Everything gets super bright. So it is a lot more exaggerated than it actually is, the shine in real life. I've even asked my kids, and my kids are brutal. If I'm like shiny, oily anything, bring me eggs and bacon and all that, they'll let me know. So apparently it's not as bad as normal. And what can I say? This is a holy grail item to have if you have extremely oily skin and you are struggling to find anything that helps mattify. And I need to explain why. First of all, the price, 20 odd pounds. Again, I still can't remember the price, but I'll let you know in the description box anyway, and you'll have a link anyway. First of all, the price is into 20 odd pounds. So I believe it's probably about 24 pounds thereabout. So it's not going to be the most expensive thing. On top of that, it actually worked on a foundation that's not from Urban Decay itself. And I know they do recommend that. I'm assuming that if you use a foundation from Urban Decay, it might actually work even better. But I couldn't find it. Urban Decay's foundations and I don't get along. The undertone is completely wrong. I've tried more than one and no, it doesn't work. So I had to use a different foundation. Now I have to also explain that the foundation that I use is not a mattifying foundation at all. It is super light. All it does is goes in and becomes one with your skin tone, and makes your face look natural. So it's not a mattifying foundation. On top of that, the primers that I use, they're not super mattifying either. They are for moisturizing your skin or hydrating your skin, for smoothing out lines, and putting a fantastic super smooth base underneath for you to apply your foundations. So you can see why after 7 hours my face still feels light. My pores don't feel clogged up. That this is the maximum shine after 7 hours of not blotting. This is brilliant. I am so glad that I bought this thing. What I'm going to do then is now start using it with a mattifying primer, with a mattifying foundation, and then I am sure that that's going to make a huge, massive difference. And then of course I can blot during the day as well. I tend to not blot when I'm doing these videos, because then you can see the full effects of how it's gone on. Sometimes I've had to blot where it's extreme, and I'm sorry, but I'm out during the day and people are looking going ooh, so I've had to do something about it. But more often than not, I don't blot either, and I am telling you, this is brilliant. I am so pleased, so pleased I found this baby. Now I'm gonna put this with a mattifying foundation, and I'm gonna be a matte girl throughout the day. I'm just so chuffed. Would I recommend this? Hello, what do you think? What do you think? Hell to the beep. Yes, would I recommend this? Give this a try. In fact, what I'm going to do is also put a bit more in the foundation, because I actually tried to keep to their instructions. Next time, I'm going to put a bit more in the foundation to help mattify it even more. And as I said, it goes into the foundation, it disappears. It doesn't leave it a feeling all clogged up, and you're not going to get lumps in it. You mix it and it literally becomes one with the foundation. So go ahead, buy, share. Let me know once you've used it. Use it with a mattifying primer. We use it with a mattifying foundation. Come back to me and please comment and let me know what you think. But I am so glad I found this. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Urban Decay. Thank you. Anyway, I hope you found today's video useful, and I'll speak to you very soon. Thank you for watching, and bye.